spirit. The message asserts that the main cogitator room is under attack. Sequential shutdown in progress.
Those sick beasts are trying to destroy the brain and soul of the martyr. I'm on my way.
Inquisitor!
Inquisitor, secondary computational litanies show an exponentially growing demonic presence on the ship.
What? Where are those demons coming from?
Unknown.
Loading. If I can't silence the alarm, I'll face some serious resistance. Not that I'm warning. I couldn't disable the alarm in time. On the bright side, finally silence. Loading. I have arrived at the main cogitator room.
Greater anomaly inbound. Mission objective updated. Protect the cogitate. Another burst of noosphere bleed received. Decoder prayer wheels activated. Inquisitor, you have been granted access to the data crux in the main cogitator room.
And what might that be?
A data reliquary. High clearance information storage which can be opened exclusively by the Tiberius Rosette with the tag Alpha Subject.
It sounds like the machine spirit is giving me access to the most important records on the Alpha AI.
Indeed. The machine spirit has calculated the chances of a total system malfunction. It is 98.5% and growing. Hostiles.
Understood.
Puny mortal.
Primary objective completed. Triggering secondary objective.
I'm about to access that data crux.
Chew on this.
Tech Priest, I need you to activate your most complex security protocols. I will be transferring an extremely sensitive cogitator file. I have found something that could put the entire Alpha Pariah project into perspective.
Secondary brain functions rerouted to execute holy chants of encryption.
I also need an update on the current situation.
Situation is critical. Sensors indicate a growing number of localized bursts of warp energies on the ship.
Give me the location of the closest anomaly.
Sacred murder. Your cadaver. Unleash death. Your head on a spike. I shall flay you alive. Eat steel.
Priest, you were right. The Black Marines are destroying the Empyrean seals.
Destroyed seals are transforming into local warp gates. Explains the growing ratio of infestation.
What are they? Material pestilence? Or it's too late? The moment of retribution is here. For the Emperor!
Inquisitor, your chances of successfully reducing the threat level on the entire ship have been reduced to 0.67%.
That is not how you raise the morale, Tech Priest.
The Empyrean seals form a complex matrix on the Martyr. The destruction of the seals fractured the matrix, releasing a constant tide of demons onto the ship. At this rate, the Martyr has an 87.67% chance of turning into a demon engine.
I cannot allow a ship-sized demon engine to roam the sector.
Destroying the pustules on this subdeck might buy you some extra time.
me to introduce myself. I am the prophet of decay, harbinger of plague and pestilence, servants of the mighty Nurgle. Allow me to welcome. How do you like our new fortress, the Martyr?
Trust me, you will soon regret coming here, you fool.
Where are your manners, Inquisitor? I only want to talk and negotiate peacefully. You see, I have someone you might want to save. That is what your kind tends to do, correct? I have another worthless mongrel of your corpse, Emperor. An Inquisitor, you have to die on this ship.
You have captured Cloisterheim. Why? What do you want?
So, that would be his name. Your fellow agent isn't too talkative, you know. He only curses and screams while my sweet poison drips into his wounds, rotting his worthless flesh. But I digress. Come and meet me on Subdeck Beta 7. I'm looking forward to meeting you in person.
Are you absolutely certain about this? You will be walking into a trap.
Of course it is a trap. But at least I can kill that prophet and the whole war band. You know these creatures better than me, and you would do the same.
By the Emperor, yes. Charge into the middle of that toxic, unholy gathering and smash them to bloody pieces. Absolutely. But I have started.
And I will invisible. I shall fear nothing. For I... Loading.
You are entering another data reliquary of the Martyr. Access the data crux for useful information.
If I can't silence the alarm, I'll face some serious resistance. Not that I'm complaining.
this.
Captain, I need an update on that Chaos ship.
We are prepared for evasive maneuvers, but the ship has remained stationary. How did they find the martyr at all?
The ship was a nest of miracle before I arrived, and I had destroyed countless demons on the decks. All of them reformed in the port not long after the launch.
And this has drawn the attention of their gods to the ship?
Something like that, yes. It must have been enough to allow Noble's plague sorcerers to find the martyr.
Emergency. Communication protocol. Active. Inadequate. Interface.
It is an honor talking to you, spirit of the machines.
The thing in the walls is stirring. What has been ensnared will be set free.
You are speaking in riddles. I must know more.
Every broken seal drains energy from the arcane technological security grid. The Prime Seal still contains the most powerful entity, the Thing.
The thing in the walls. A demon that haunts the martyr?
Alpha subject is in danger. System shutdown in progress.
Chew on this.
message. This is what I'm reduced to, an errand boy.
He is analyzing the data samples received from the Martyr at the moment.
You do speak their language. Anyway, he asked me to warn you. 99.2% of the Empyrean field have been corrupted by the plague-infested scum.
And the situation is really bad.
The way I see it, it leaves you a much easier task. Kill that prophet, destroy the warhead, and get to the chamber. For the Emperor.
Welcome to my humble abode, Inquisitor. The Prophet of Decay will grant you an audience now.
What do you want, creature?
Are you insane? You don't talk to them. You kill them.
I have a problem. Unlike other simple-minded servants of the false Emperor, your Tiberius was bold enough to experiment beyond your foolish limitations.
You are just babbling now.
Right. See, the heart of the unusual psychic barrier he created is a seal with one of us trapped inside. Even if I break all of Uther's sigils, I still need his rosette to open up the prime seal. If you give me the key, I will return your lapdog to you.
Really? That was all you could offer?
Why, I want to liberate the Grigged One. And you want that freak black soul in the chamber. You even get to save this nobody.
Don't succumb, Inquisitor. Kill it, or let me die.
I wasn't planning to negotiate with you, creature. But I always enjoy watching how your kind tries to lure victims with such weak attempts.
Wonderful. I was planning to kill you anyway. Isn't it great that we can both stick to our traditions?
Are you all right? What happened to you?
I have failed the Emperor twice. First, I couldn't kill all of them. Secondly, I let them take me alive.
Come with me to the stasis chamber.
With the seals corrupted, the whole ship is danger. As far as I know, some of them are still intact in the Generatorum. I'll guard that area to buy you some time.
The Emperor be with you. Join me in the stasis chamber when you have finished. My ears are bleeding. I must stop this Emperor-forsaken noise. And it's gone. Now where was I? breaching the stasis chamber again.
Cut through the chaos infestation and get to the psychic barrier. I'm on my way to the seals.
Give them no quarter. Tech Priest, I have found another one of those ancient encrypted cogitators.
The previous data crux proved to be a highly valuable source of information. You should access it, Inquisitor.
Loading.
Have you accessed the data crux? Ready to inload data?
This needs to remain confidential, Tech Priest.
Understood, Inquisitor.
I am ready to use the rosette on the psychic barrier. Magos, are you certain that this won't have grave consequences?
The nature of the force field is beyond our expertise. However, if you have doubts about finding this alpha subject, we have analyzed all related data we have gained from the data crocs.
Do you have any idea what she could be?
Rest assured, she's a healthy specimen, both physically, mentally, and emotionally.
What is happening?
Empyrean seal network collapsed. Barrier destroyed.
But that wasn't supposed to happen.
Correct. However, with 96.4% of the network destroyed, the barrier couldn't resist the burst generated by the rosette.
And what exactly does that mean?
Prime seal has been destroyed. Stored demonic essence will be released.
Are you telling me that by opening the barrier, I have unleashed that thing trapped on the ship?
Correct. Sensors indicate a colossal amount of warp energy manifesting in the stasis chamber.
I'll make the necessary preparations. What do I have to do to wake up the Alpha Pariah from stasis?
My understanding is that the stasis pods are stored in a colossal shaft. You must activate the retrieval mechanism at the cogitator first. I'll guide you through the rest after that. But there is something else.
What is it?
In loaded schematics, place a room near you as Uther's meditational chamber.
I will take a look at it first. Uther's experiments, the mysterious origins of the Pariah, the prophecy. I have bad feelings about this. I need more information.
Did you find anything interesting, Inquisitor?
That would be an understatement.
I wish we could discuss that without it leading to an immediate mind wipe.
Wise thinking. I'm on my way to the cogitator. I'm at the cogitator.
Our serfs digested the data pulp from the Uther's cogitators, and we have the registry number for the pod.
I will call it up immediately. And then?
The pod will be transferred to the Chamber of Awakenings.
How long will all that take?
The servitors will start the necessary protocols. They also provide clothes and rejuvenating tinctures for the subject.
I don't really have much time, Mago.
It is true. The readings from the stasis chamber are extremely distant.
Emperor, grant me strength during my greatest battle.
The seals are throbbing with sheer warp energy. What is happening?
The Alpha Pariah is real, and she is in danger.
I'm on my way back to you.
the greater demon?
Inquisitor, the demon wasn't just banished. Its unholy essence has been utterly absorbed. It is unable to be reborn, not even in the Immaterium.
Are you certain about that?
The readings are conclusive. This changes everything, Inquisitor. I need time to evaluate the implications.
And with the greater demon gone, a part of a Chaos God has been destroyed forever. Soon, she will be the most sought-after individual in the galaxy.
Who are you? Where am I?
I am an Inquisitor of the Holy Ordos. I've been looking for you for a very long time. You are safe. Do you know who you are?
I don't know. I don't remember. Did I just kill this creature?
You are the greatest weapon in the history of mankind, and you need to be protected at all costs.
I can sense the power in me, but I can't control it. What is happening to me?
Believe me, you are special. You can change the future of the Imperium, for better or worse. Cloisterheim, what are you doing with her?
Accept my apologies, my mentor. We all have our roles to play, and you have fulfilled your destiny. Now she needs my protection.
Open that door now!
Don't you see that there is no one you can trust? Puritans or radicals, they are nothing but babbling fools. They would kill her, or lock her away without using her powers for the Imperium.
This is heresy.
This is what Uther Tiberius wanted. I will protect her until she can fulfill her true potential. Trust me. The day will come when she leads our glorious armies into the warp.
You have no power over this ship.
Quite the contrary. While you were away, I convinced the machine's spirit that it was for this exact turn of events that Uther created it.
You will die out there.
I'm ready for the sacrifice it takes. The Emperor protects, Inquisitor. Now you should leave.
Tech Priest, I want a location for Cloisterheim immediately.
Time is running out. The Inquisitor has gained access to the navigational systems. The Martyr has turned on the warp engines. Gala shields are still compromised.
I don't care.
There is a 78.3% chance.
Then we will all die. Curses be upon you, Cloisterheim.
Inquisitor, you have returned. What happened?
I found the Alpha Pariah, the greatest mystery that this sector has ever produced, and I let her slip through my fingers. The Alpha Pariah is very much alive. She is still...
What happens now?
I have a strong suspicion that we have not heard the last of her. She has a grand destiny to fulfill. By the Emperor, I hope she will be the flame that will purge the filth of chaos from this universe.
We received an urgent message while you were away. It was Inquisitor Goslar. Again.
You don't sound delighted, Captain. Not that I blame you. Open the channel.
Inquisitor, since your investigation has ended, you may serve the Imperium in more direct ways. The Holy Orders of the Inquisition need you in the Nereus system, urgently. As of today, we have lost contact with the Tempestus Citadel, the main stronghold of the Caligari Conclave. This is a heavily fortified star fort, protected by Imperial battleships and other more exotic measures. This communication blackout is highly unusual. We suspect sinister reasons. For this reason, I strongly recommend that you travel to the Nereus system and offer assistance to the Tempestus Citadel. Should you experience...
Inquisitor, we have received word from various rogue trader contacts in the Atroxia subsector that an ancient battered fortress monastery has been spotted in the Draco system at various times. It is refusing to answer all hailing.
By the Emperor! The martyr has returned from the warp. This is colossal news, Captain.
I wanted to make sure that it was not a false alarm, but all subsequent astropathic messages confirm that it is indeed the martyr, docking at Port Valentius. Star map.
We have no time to lose then. This is my chance to shed light.
If she is still alive.
reconnaissance rituals indicate hostile activity in the chambers adjacent to the entrance.
Your hunch was indeed right, Tech Priest. This is indeed a trap.
Clarification needed. All my deductions were based on facts.
Let's just leave it that way then.
Enemy patrol detected in the vicinity. Contact is imminent.
You must have been expecting me to come from the other direction. You are living on borrowed time, Puck. The plot thickens, Captain. Did the census pick up any other void craft?
No, Inquisitor. What is it?
These worthless rebels are betraying their kind for the Dark Elder, as I suspected. But they knew details about my investigation, which baffles me. How could they know?
I have no idea, Inquisitor.
I will pray for you, servants of the Imperium. Rest assured, the perpetrators will pay for this in blood. The machinations of the foul Drakari cannot be left unpunished.
According to my calculations, you reached the coordinates where the Cardinal's transmission originated.
I've just found the Cardinal Tech Priest and his guards. This information is redundant.
I beg for your remission, Inquisitor. Redundancy is a sin.
Sincere gratitude, Inquisitor. By the grace of the Emperor, you have deciphered my warning.
I should execute you for treason. What was this all about?
I deserve no forgiveness. But before you rightfully sentence me, please hear my plea. I was imprisoned, tortured, and mentally manipulated by these Xenos Reavers for a long time. Let me help you in your sanctified duty.
So they made you lure me into their trap.
You and others in the past. These monsters are plundering our worlds. We've been lost in the darkness, Inquisitor.
These Xenos have been allowed to carry on unchecked. They were already waiting for me on the relay station, and set up the trap here in no time. What is their secret, Cardinal?
I have no idea, I swear. But they know everything. Their ways are...
Inquisitor, Category 5.8 fluctuations in the Immaterium in your vicinity.
A warp gate.
Pattern is consistent with the Dark Eldar webway portals.
Cardinal, we have not finished. Unclean.
That was a commendable act of retaliation, Inquisitor. Now, you should execute that treacherous worm of a priest.
The Dark Eldar are masters of torture and manipulation, yet he managed to break their thrall over him and warn me. He was almost begging for judgment.
Weakness is like the rot. Once it sets in, it's only a matter of time until it destroys everything.
Once the Imperium lost the Aureus system, these worlds fell prey to a great menace. We can't execute everyone who couldn't resist the powers of the Drakari.
Inquisitor. The etheric alpha spectrometer finished the analysis of the warp signatures detected around the last Drakari webway portal.
Tell me this is leading somewhere. I'll be quite dissatisfied if I cannot deliver judgment upon those who are responsible for the destruction in this system.
Xenorite triangulation subroutines identified the same signatures on a deserted void station in the system. Note that this method is considered as a grade Gamma tech heresy.
I need results, Omicron. I don't care about your meddling with Xenarite technology.
Statement recorded for future reference. On the subject, etheric triangulation subroutines identified familiar signatures on a deserted void station. 90.7% probability that the webway gate was opened from these coordinates.
Then we have a long, exhausting piece of work ahead of us in this accursed system. Tech Priest, this Imperial facility has been abandoned for a very long time. Are you certain the Alpha Pariah is here?
The data burst from the machine spirit was an emergency signal. The Alpha Pariah left the Martyr to follow an unidentified Vox transmission originating from these coordinates.
I need more information on this place.
Cursory data siphoning reveals that the deeds of Foundation bear the seal of Uther Tiberius.
This must have been one of his secret hideouts, designated to aid his pilgrimage through the Caligari sector. Did the Martyr follow the ancient protocols?
Tagged as speculation. Suggestion. Revert to priority assignment.
Humans! No corner of the galaxy is free from their unfortunate existence.
I assume this one is with the Harbinger too.
I'm an Inquisitor of Holy Terror. Explain your presence here.
Tell me, human, do you speak the language of dream riddles and dead gods?
Enough of this babble. Answer my question.
I thought so, monkey. You wouldn't understand our purpose here, not even if I wanted to answer your question. But I don't.
Interesting. Most Eldari either live on their starfaring craft worlds or sail as corsairs.
These are proven facts.
My point is that these Eldar don't look like corsairs. So what are they doing here? And they are showing more hostility toward the Imperium than usual.
Analysis shows that their tribal heraldry is unique. These Eldar specimen don't belong to any craft world listed in the folios of the Unholy in the ship databanks.
I must investigate these Xenos, but the Alpha Pariah is the priority.
X-loading the coordinates of the sensorium to your data slate. Access the surveillance system there. It could provide information on the Alpha Pariah and the Xenos presence.
Precious craft work.
Has flagged in important information. Supplementary notes on the Eldar suggest that some of them might carry memory crystals, used for information storage.
That could be useful. I will examine the bodies. You were right, Tech Priest. How can I access the...
Secondary analytical coils activated. Converting and X-loading data to your data slate now.
Tech Priest, I want you to dig deep into the old Doe's records on the Eldari in this subsector.
Any expanded search parameters?
I need information on the craft world Tuathor and the planet Loriok. You are authorized to use my temporary override codes. I must know why these Eldar hate the Imperium so much.
I have been compiling information on the craft world from the memory crystal.
A summary will suffice.
Tuathal is a minor craft world, primarily roaming in the Caligari sector. This Eldari megastructure has been constantly succumbing to a significant chaos effect that is gradually turning its impact. Tuathal has been slowly abandoned. This is what I have.
Keep me updated.
I have begun gathering information on the recent history of Maiden World Loriach.
Proceed, Magos.
Most of the information is classified, but it seems that after the recent Tyranid High Fleet destroyed the subsector, a substantial number of the surviving Xenophs attacked the Tuatha Maiden World and tried to assimilate the local biomass.
Interesting. But I have a situation here, Magos. We will resume shortly. There is no acceptable explanation for turning against the Imperium, but carry on.
The Tuatha Eldar requested assistance from the Imperium when their maiden world succumbed to the Tyranid invasion, but Soul Forge World intercepted the message. The Adeptus Mechanicus decided to purge the Tyranid in their own jurisdiction and ordered a full-scale extermination of the Eldari world.
Sometimes one can only shudder at the cold logic of Adeptus Mechanicus operations.
Loriach has become a barren wasteland devoid of life. These Eldari on their dying craft world lost their last hope of escape from their demise. They blame the Imperium for their fate.
The moment of retribution is here.
The Tech Priest is skimming through the personal logs in the Tech Priest data hoard from the facility.
Has he found out anything interesting so far?
He highlighted a few curious details. That's the excommunication of the Tiberius. The place was investigated thoroughly and used by the Inquisition. After a fatal Chaos incursion, it was abandoned on the order of the Caligari Conclave.
Which means that the Eldar didn't attack the station.
No, they just took possession of the facility.
The Harbinger is still in the human shrine. I need to return there immediately.
The spirit stones of our brothers and sisters are empty husks. How is this even possible?
The Harlequin warned us, and foolishly we ignored her words. I will deal with the Harbinger. You stand guard here. We have a new intruder.
Access the terminal to open surveillance mode and restore power to the facility.
I have located the Alpha Pariah. She is on Shrine Level Alpha 4. I need to return to the ship. Then I will find her. Power has been restored on all levels. Good.
Inquisitor, the Argos are detecting significant hostile forces on this level. Are you absolutely sure you want to go in alone?
I cannot allow the Xenos to take the Alpha Pariah. Knowing what I do about her, it could have catastrophic consequences. I've noticed a sudden swarm of cherubim. What is happening, Magos?
By restoring the power grid, you have activated the local cherub shrine.
Are these cherubim performing surveillance on this level?
This is their standard behavior pattern after an extended hibernation cycle. If I may give you some advice, you can access the information gathered at the cherubim shrine.
Good. It would be useful to know more about the Eldar forces before barging in. You'd rather hide on your precious clockwork. Allied beacon in range.
The Harbinger's fate resonates in the future. We're at the crossroads, where oblivion looms close.
The one who sees his own doom can better avoid its path.
Spare me. She is dangerous. If we choose poorly, not even the Whispering God can save us.
She is magnificent, isn't she? Like the death of a son.
Her sheer existence fills me with revulsion. But still, she's just a monkey, and a weapon waiting to be used.
Quite the contrary. She has finally taken the stage. Everything will unfold from here.
Then we should play our parts too. Warriors, proceed! The Harbinger's fate resonates in the future.
Analysis. The Alpha subject has been manifesting powers currently unlisted in the classified Psyker Index.
This must be another manifestation of the unique abilities I witnessed on the Martyr. I must secure her immediately. I'd rather have my tech priest dealing with this.
Inquisitor Kraybart, speaking on behalf of the Ordo Hereticus of the Holy Inquisition. We have received your code red as per past. Our fleet is calculating arrival as we speak. Prepare to join our forces shortly.
Reinforcements are almost there. Why don't you just wait for them?
The Alpha Pariah has no control over her abilities, and she will react to danger fiercely. And the Ordo Hereticus are not famous for their patience. beyond the galaxy. Are you trying to flee the mayhem of your own doing?
I am nothing but an observer of the unfolding tragedy.
Stop speaking in riddles. What tragedy?
The Harbinger was brought into existence for a reason. She is either the fall or the last hope of your misguided kind.
Is she now? Tell me everything about the Alpha Pariah, or I will kill you.
You have no sense of timing, human. We will meet again at a more suitable place and time.
What in the name of the Emperor was that creature?
An Eldar Harlequin. They are fierce warriors, who turned war into an art form. They are... Send your soul into the void.
The persistence of your kind, Monkey, almost makes you interesting.
I will not rest until I have secured the Imperial subject.
Why? She is unnatural. She is everything we both consider repugnant.
And that is totally irrelevant to the situation. Another memory crystal. It might contain new clues. Xenos.
Stay away from me! Did you see what I did to those Elder?
Yes, I saw it. You did what you had to do.
Why have you come back for me? I thought you had abandoned me.
I only left the martyr because I had no choice, but the machine's spirit reached out to me. It is still protecting you.
And what if I want to stay here? Will you kill me then?
Are you not even curious about what you really are? Don't you want to know what you could become?
That's all I've ever wanted. But you didn't answer my question.
It was a foolish question, and you don't want to hear the answer. But follow me, and we may achieve great things.
I'll go with you. I don't feel I have any choice, anyway.
What happened to Lord Inquisitor Cloisterheim?
I don't know. Before we arrived here, there was a period of madness and nightmares. He was battling demons on the ship. Then he was gone. Or it was just a mad dream. But he is still gone.
Inquisitor Krabart, you may be relieved to know that I have completed my mission without your assistance.
We expected no less of you. However, I demand that you cease your involvement in this matter and place the martyr and that alpha pariah into Ordo Hereticus custody.
I will do no such thing, Inquisitor Krabart. I have started this investigation and I intend to finish it.
Other Tiberius was a heretic. The martyr has clearly been a hotbed of heretical activity. This is Ordo Hereticus jurisdiction, and we will purge every last hole of that accursed ship.
The decks are swarming with demons. Are you prepared to start a jurisdictional dispute with the Ordo Malleus as well?
I don't like your tone, Inquisitor. Not one bit.
We could make a compromise. I can give up the investigation on the martyr, but the Alpha subject is the most intriguing asset for the Imperium we've had. I must study her abilities.
I usually don't compromise, but considering your stellar achievements in the fight against heresy, I am willing to make an exception.
I sense a but coming.
But we might need your help as well. A sudden outbreak of potentially chaos-related infestation on Cascadia Prime requires attention. We need our forces on the Martyr. If you are willing to investigate the infestation, you can take the Alpha subject with you. The Martyr cannot leave this system, though.
I can accept that compromise.
Inquisitor, you promised me answers. Then you put me in another prison cell.
You are free to wander the vessel.
Right, so I'm allowed to leave this ship, where everyone is horrified or disgusted by me for reasons I don't even understand.
You are the subject of a highly classified inquisitorial investigation, and you must be kept under constant surveillance.
So a prisoner. What have I done to deserve such fate?
You have done nothing wrong, yet. However, Tiberius abandoned you before you could perfect and expand your talents. Therefore, you pose a potential threat.
I don't know anything about that. I just have this energy inside me, squeezing, stretching, sometimes snapping, and then bad things happen. Like when the martyr arrived at that fort.
What happened?
I was in a haze. I remember that the talking flesh servants on the walls were screaming at me to hide, but I couldn't. And those elder came for me. Then I woke up properly and made them hurt.
We will study your abilities properly. I will make sure that you only use them when it is necessary. Priest. This abandoned station is definitely used by the Dark Elder. I can finally pay my regards to their leaders.
You should be reminded that the Drukhari use the arteries of the webway that can offer them a swift escape.
Indeed. They also need solid webway gates to transport human slaves to the otherworldly bastions. There must be something vital to their plans I can destroy around here.
Warp signatures indicate that this contraption is used as an anchor between real space and the webway.
It's high time to seal the gates then.
How dare you to interfere with our work, you arrogant monkey!
Look who crawled back to receive judgment.
I will cut out your tongue for your disrespect. I am one of the cabal of the Jagged Maze. We are the masters of the dark pathways that lead to the Sunless Camorra. You cannot stop us.
Stop what? You are kidnapping Imperial citizens. You are nothing but cowards.
Kidnapping? That's endearing. We have taken millions of your kind, you fool. You have abandoned entire worlds and let us prey upon the remaining human cattle. I should thank you for that.
The Emperor doesn't abandon anyone.
You are only wasting your time, creature. The hidden webway tunnels spread wide beyond the veil of...
Then you should return to your true master and frolic at the feet of Slaanesh.
For this, I will show you the true meaning of...
Inquisitor. I wish you could bring that Xenox corpse to me. My vibroscalpels thirst for Drukhari blood.
This kind of personal commitment is somewhat unexpected from you, Magos.
The Dark Elder are an elusive race we rarely have the chance to study. Consider my wish a professional curiosity with a hint of personal vengeance.
One day, I'll find out why you hate the Drukhari so much, and how you know so much about them. found an Imperial citizen. Who are you?
My name is Thrall. I think I am. I was a sanctioned psyker, formerly in the service of the planetary governor.
Why did the Xenos spare you?
They tortured me. They have broken me. I was there.
So, this is how they knew about my every move.
I had dreams about you. I felt your burning dedication. I felt your wrath.
You could have warned me telepathically.
I guess. Yes. I can remember the...
The place has been cleaned. The reavers of the cobble of the Jagged Maze have been stopped. I consider this operation a success.
I probably don't need to remind you that Cabals send out numerous raiding parties. If this murderous witch told you the truth, there must be other Dark Elder forces working in other isolated regions.
I'm counting on that, actually. We should teach them a lesson. Magos, I need an explanation why you, as a janitor, are so well versed in the forbidden Drakari law.
And you're absolutely right. I told you that all of this was classified, but for the sake of transparency, I will tell you the truth. I grew up on a small mining colony that fell prey to a Dark Elder raiding party. They took me to an homunculus laboratory. I don't want to go into details. Suffice to say that creature experimented on me, testing the effects of various drugs on the human physique. I was rescued by an Adeptus Mechanicus strike force, who spent a long time studying the various substances in my system. Eventually I joined their ranks, but I could never forget the atrocities of that despicable Xenox race.
It is indeed a remarkable story. Rest assured, Magos, the time of your reckoning has come. spend time here, for reasons which are classified now. These silent, empty corridors were unsettling back then, and they are still unsettling.
You are in the Athesa district, Inquisitor. Silence and a lack of social interference qualify as desirable parameters.
It's always a pleasure to share old memories of the filthy chaos that has ventured deep into our sanctuary. They are wearing the iconography of the cursed Black Legion.
You might be late, Inquisitor, but it's never too late for vengeance.
forces have infiltrated the area. They are heading towards the Prime Data Vault. The archive is extremely valuable. It is a wondrous collection.
We don't have time for chatter, Archivist. I'm an Inquisitor. Stay where you are. I will be there soon.
Paradox detected. No trace of the data vault on the base layout.
It's an inquisitorial stronghold. There are more than a few hidden chambers here.
Inconsistency is a sin against the machine god, Inquisitor.
Gas trap. Not a boring day at all. Here again. Violence solves every problem.
the Emperor! You made it! There is no time to lose. The date...
Stone's throw. It does not compute.
Never mind, Tech Priest. Lead the way, Archivist. Don't interfere. Just stay alive.
We are here. No sign of the traitors. It could be good news, or dire news. This is regretful. The large cloud entered through this door a while ago. The archive might be compromised.
You have served your purpose. I will deal with this traitorous scum personally.
The Emperor may be with you, Inquisitor.
Another lackey for the false Emperor. Your so-called Holy Order is weak and negligent. Now prepare to die.
I'm always ready for the final sacrifice, traitor. But this is not my day to die. It's yours. Fortunate outcome, and yet such precision and such a great effort only to sabotage our work. There must be more behind this. Just as I feared. This attack was only a
You should return to the ship immediately.
I have a pleasant surprise for you, Inquisitor.
You took your time, Inquisitor, but saving the Archive from the Black Legion intruders was a valuable contribution to our cause. Still, our work isn't over yet. While we were cleaning up the mess on the Tempesta Citadel, the whole Nereus system was hit by a full-scale invasion by the Black Legion. You will not leave until the presence of chaos has been eradicated and their unholy influence has been cauterized. The Emperor protects.
The whole system is under attack, but according to the intercepted Vox messages, Nereus 3 and Nereus 4 have taken the hardest hits. Where do we start, Inquisitor?
Just mark me the bloodiest hellhole on the star map.
Inquisitor, you have a message.
I've been expecting this for a while. My job is not...
Inquisitor, I require your expertise once again. The pacification of the Triglav subsector is still underway, and the Astra Militarum forces are occupied on various worlds where long isolation steered billions away from the path of righteousness. Meanwhile, Lord Bertram, the governor of the Clamoris system, has reported an attack by Xenos raiders on his palace. In light of your recent discoveries in the Aureus system, I strongly suspect that this might be the handiwork of the Dark Elder again. The Clamoris system is the administrative center of the subsector, and we need to act immediately.